Welcome to the Real Film Nerds Podcast.
Happy almost St. Patrick's Day, everyone, and welcome to Real Film Nerds Podcast, episode number 314, the podcast that will never die. No, that's not what it's called. This week we're talking about 65, which, we'll get into it. Mike, I think, loved it. I, not so much. But as always, my name is Matt, one of your two hosts of the Real Film Nerds Podcast. With me, my good buddy, Mike, sitting in the closet with John Travolta and Tom Cruise. Mike, how's the closet?
Oh, it's great. I'm just now kind of a marketing thing for Scientology. So, I just got to get clear, just got to get this stuff out of my head, and we'll be good.
Perfect. You got to check your feet and levels.
Yes, I do. I do. It's always something you have to check.
Yes. Okay, Mike. So this week, 65, not 65 million, not 65 quadrillion, just the number 65. Go ahead. Why don't you give us the breakdown?
Okay, Matt. 65 was directed by Scott Beck and Brian Woods. This movie was also written by those two. And it is starring Adam Driver, Aria Greenblatt, Chloe Coleman, and Nikki King. And it's about an astronaut crash lands on a mysterious planet only to discover he's not alone.
You mean Nika King?
Nika King.
Dude, there's only 5 people in this whole movie. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, there's not a lot of people.
So, okay, Mike, before we start getting into our first impressions and our reviews and our chat about things that are 65 and not 65, Mike, I have a giveaway this week.
Dude, what kind of giveaway you got?
This is a movie that I think might still be in some theaters, but is quickly heading out of the theaters. We were talking about it not long ago. We were going to review it with Ma Hinshaw. Mike, our giveaway this week is 80 for Brady.
Ooh, 80 for Brady. Like, is Ma Hinshaw going to just take them all, or what do we got going on here?
No, she's not eligible. Eligible. She's a part of the podcast now.
Yeah, no, that's true. Okay, all right. 80 for Brady. So what do you want to do? Just have them tell us their favorite Tom Brady commercial?
Oh, no. We have to relate it to Ma Hinshaw. In her honor, they need to tell us what cookies Ma Hinshaw needs to record for needs to make, bake, or buy. There we go. Make, bake, or buy. Same things, except for the buying.
Okay. All right. Sounds good,
they
man.
need to tell us which ones they want to make or buy for Ma Hinshaw's next podcast, where Ma Hinshaw loses her cookies, episode number, I don't know. It'll probably be episode 10 by the time, we get enough entries. So,
okay, man. Sounds good, man.
Does that work, Mike?
Yeah, that works, dude. So do you want to get to the business?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. It's not even it's not a rental. It's not a red box. This is not any of that stuff. This is to own a digital copy of it. And this is early access.
Ooh, nice, dude. So this is before you can buy it?
Yeah, from what I understand. But you could probably buy it now. I don't know. Actually, you might only be able to rent it now. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Well, this is cool, man.
So, all right. Well, let me go ahead. I will get to the business, Mike. Get early access to 80 for Brady on digital today. Lily Tomlin, Jane Fonda, Rita Moreno, and Sally Field star as 4 best friends who go on an unforgettable journey to see their hero, Tom Brady, play in Super Bowl 51. In this hilarious comedy about living life to the fullest, no matter your age. Directed by Kyle Marvin, 80 for Brady is on digital now. Available at participating retailers. It is rated PG-13. Again, from our really good friends, because they keep helping us out with these giveaways, Paramount Pictures.
Yeah. Thanks, Paramount. This is awesome.
Okay, Mike, on with the show. First impressions of 65.
To me, it was just okay. I did not realize some of the plot points.
Like, what do you mean you didn't realize some of the plot points? Elaborate. Or we need to wait for spoilers?
No, we need to wait to spoilers, I think. So I'll hold it at that, man. I thought it was okay.
Okay, well, I was disappointed. I thought it was mediocre at best. I really was hoping for a better film, and I didn't get a better film. I think Adam Driver's acting was absolutely fantastic. He's a very good actor. He finally got to use some of his skills as a Marine. He looks like a Marine. He looks like a soldier moving through this film. How he was carrying his gun, how he was shooting his gun, how he was protecting, how he was going through corners. I mean, that shit just came natural to him. You could tell. Now, who is it? Koa, played by Ariana Greenblatt.
Mm-hmm.
She did very good, too, for the role she was given. I just think that the script was very, 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 very lacking. And I understand. These are the guys that did A Quiet Place and A Quiet Place 2, I believe. So they're not used to having people use words. So I think that's to the detriment of this film.
Okay. All right. I got you. I feel like that was a broad swipe there, Matt, but we can get into that a little bit more after the spoilers, because there's still some more I want to talk about that, I guess. I mean, I guess it's not, well, I don't know.
Well, then keep talking.
Well, Matt, the two characters that you're talking about have a they can't communicate very well because they speak different languages, and that adds to some of the, movie, honestly, because if they could communicate good, the movie would have been like 5 minutes.
It would have been better if they could actually talk to each other.
I don't know, man. It might have been. It's hard to say.
I don't want to spoil it, dude. I don't want to spoil it, but
All right.
more dinosaurs. That's all I'm going to say. More dinosaurs.
Okay. All right. I think it was good for what they could do. I don't know. Like there was aspects of it that seemed okay.
I'm not saying it's a terrible movie. I'm not tearing it apart like the critics, but I definitely had a lot higher expectations.
Yeah, I mean, as far as sci-fi goes, I wanted just more of stuff. I don't know. It would have been cool to learn a little bit more about some of this spaceship stuff.
For sure. I would have liked to have known more about the society that Adam Driver's character came from and Ariana Greenblatt's character came from. I would have liked to have just had more character development. Like, I really don't give a shit about Adam Driver's character, Mills, or Ariana's Koa. I just don't care because they didn't give us anything about them. Like, they gave us more about Mills than they did Koa for sure, but there's still not much there. And so I really didn't have much of an investment in it. And then when it comes to the end, I'm like, okay, that's it? Okay, well, all right. I will get up and leave. I was disappointed.
So Matt, one thing I will say about that is I kind of liked that it was only, 93 minutes.
I was perfectly fine with the running time. That's for sure. Having a nice 90-minute long film, it's been a while. Because when I went and looked online, it said it was 2.5 hours. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be brutal.
Yeah, that must have been a typo or something, man.
Oh, yeah, always.
Yeah, but anyway, I was a little bit happy that it was only 93 minutes. Not because the movie was bad or anything, but I think sometimes the movies are just running super long, and I don't know about the theaters you go to, Matt, but my theaters tend to have commercials now and like lots and lots of trailers. So I can pretty much show up 20 minutes late to the movie and still catch the movie just like normal.
It's not that bad here yet. I can probably show up 15 minutes late and the movie will be starting, but still.
Yeah, like, but I mean, I love seeing the trailers, but like, even I am like getting a little like, how many you gotta put on here? Like, I on this one, I think there were 2 or 3 Red Band trailers.
Really?
Yeah,
What trailers? Oh, I'm curious now.
I forget the movies.
Oh, okay. Because, yeah, I think we only had like 3 trailers total on this for me.
Oh, wow, okay.
But they were pushing the Marvel stuff, because it's coming.
Oh yeah, no, more Marvel, of course.
So, all right, Mike. So clearly we can't talk about this movie without spoiling it. So,
Oh yes, let me ask you the question, Matt. What are you quenching your thirst with as we speak?
nice. Changing it up, Mike. Wow. I love it. Mike, I went to the store and I bought an expensive 4-pack of beer because I had a coupon.
Wow, 4-pack, dude. That is expensive.
But they're tall
what'd you
boys.
get?
Huh?
Oh, okay, tall boys. All right,
They're-
so it's
they're tall
it's
boys.
just like a 6-pack, same amount of alcohol.
Yeah. It's a honey hefeweizen brewed by one of my favorite breweries that I haven't been to yet, Flying Basset Brewing out of Gilbert, Arizona.
Oh, okay. Flying Basset. So you gonna go there because you have an affinity for Bassets? And
Yeah, one day.
flying.
And flying. Yeah. And I talked to the brewmaster when they were brewmaster / owner when they were here at a beer festival before COVID. And we had this big beer festival. It was fun. Lots of drinking. And I was talking to him and he's like, yeah, I fly airplanes. I'm a pilot. And my favorite dog is a Basset Hound. I'm like, we were separated at birth.
Wow, dude, that's pretty awesome. So Flying Basset is literally like 2 of things that you enjoy as well. So you have to go there, Matt. Like,
I know.
I'm surprised you haven't been there.
It's all the way in Gilbert, man. I don't make it all the way over there much. I mostly make it down to North Phoenix and then Central. But yeah, it's 5.1% and it has 14 IBUs. So that's a little hoppy for me.
Oh, okay. What do you like to keep your IBUs at? Like 0?
0. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Mike, how's your IBU beer of 112?
No, I think my IBUs. I'd have to look at the can, but I think it's about 40. And I was drinking the Founders All Day IPA again.
Well, I'm glad you enjoy it, Mike, because you have clearly a Costco special on that beer.
Yeah, I did get it on sale. 15-pack for $5.
I paid like twice that for a 4-pack.
Yeah, I know, dude. It was on sale. I'm not. I mean, that was a steal, dude. It was like gotta buy
That is
it.
a steal. That's like you're getting into Miller High Life territory there, buddy.
Dude, I think it was cheaper in Miller High Life.
Yeah, Miller High Life is about $10 for a 12-pack right now.
Yeah. I mean, just about every beer is more expensive than that. It's like $5, 15. Yes, please.
Yeah, dude, that's cheaper than soda by a long shot.
Yeah, it was. They were just trying to move it off the shelf. I don't know why.
Well, did you buy 2 15-packs?
I bought what they had, which was 1.
Oh, poor Mike. At least you got something.
Heck yeah.
Your favorite part of the podcast this week I'm trying to change it up and I'm doing horrible. Mike, what's this week's lovely dad joke?
I got dad jokes, I don't think they understand though. Gotta think I'm funny, other people never laugh though. Dad jokes.
All right, Matt. So to bring in one of your favorite intellectual properties and tie it into Adam Driver, why did the angry Jedi cross the road?
To kill the chicken?
To get to the dark side.
Oh, Jesus. To get to the dark side.
Come
Okay,
on,
I'll let
man.
it go because that is the wars. I mean, but Jesus, Mike. Jesus.
Yeah, come on, Adam Driver. Look, I tied it all together, man. I buttoned this up. This is great.
You did. You clearly were looking for this one for a while. Did they have an indice where you had to look up like Star Wars dad jokes in there?
No. I just happened upon it, and I was like, perfect.
All right. Okay. So I don't know how easy this is going to be, but Mike, how does 65 relate to the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Matt, this wasn't super easy. I was a little worried about it. There's only, there's not very many people in this. But the main character that's not Adam Driver, Ariana Greenblatt, played young Gamora in Avengers Infinity War.
Wow, that's a good grab. Nice, Mike. Nice. Good job.
Yeah, no, I was like, whew, that was close. There's like 3 people in this movie.
So she clearly speaks English then.
I don't know. She might not. It was just, I think there's a couple flashback sequences, right, in Infinity War when like she's when what's his face Thanos is taking over her planet or whatever.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she spoke English.
Yeah. She probably does.
She doesn't in this movie, though.
Not really, no. And speaking of that, I guess now we're more in the spoilers, Matt.
Well, just let everybody know we're going to spoil it, Mike.
Oh, okay. Do they know now?
No, just say, hey, everyone, if you don't want this movie spoiled, we're now going to spoil it. Courtesy of Mysterious Mike Talent.
Okay. Good job, Matt.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so I guess we're in the spoiler zone. And
highway to the spoiler zone. Speaking of that, did you watch the Oscars last night? Probably not.
I did not, Matt, but I am bringing up the Oscars is something I was going to bring up.
Okay, we can do it later. Do you want to do it later?
Oh, okay, we'll do it later.
Okay. Because we can get into it a little bit. I watched it. I watched the whole thing.
Okay, all right. Well, we will get into it here at the end. But for this movie, 65, one of the things I didn't realize, it was supposed to be planet Earth 65 million years ago. Really? I thought that was kind of weird.
Oh, dude, I knew that off the bat. You could just tell. The issue I have with it is that they don't hide it. Like, if they would have hit it and, like, said it at, like, the end or something, it would have been way better. It would have been like, almost like a M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong kind of thing. But they tell you, like, right up front, like, right on the title card, 65 million years ago, Earth. It's like, yeah, dude, I knew that from the fucking trailer.
Yeah, I guess I didn't know that, so I was like a little bit, huh? And then, like, that made the comet thing, like, the kill, the giant comet coming, and it's an Earth killer or whatever. I was like, really? Like, I don't know. I guess it gave urgency to the script, but I will say that Adam Driver's character was, he was one tough SOB for how much the guy got, like, taken down and knocked over and almost drowned and, like, quicksand and all kinds of stuff, man.
Yeah. Well, and that's the reason why the ship crashes, because they didn't see the asteroid that's going to hit the Earth, and they were going through the asteroid trail, and that's what caused the ship to get decimated and crash into Earth.
Yeah, but you would think with all the technology, they would have, like, maybe diverted around it.
Right. They would have seen a giant celestial body like that, because it's not a small asteroid. It's enormous.
Yeah, but, that's fine. I wish there was more delving into some of their technology and some of the things that were presented in the movie. I don't mind that the dinosaurs were a little bit sparse. I feel like they had to use their CG budget wisely, so their CGI, and so they only had so much. I imagine a lot of the movie, the budget went to Adam Driver.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. And I don't know, Mike. I wanted more dinosaurs. I wanted more, interaction between our main characters and the dinosaurs. I wanted more backstory on Adam Driver and Ariana Greenblatt. I wanted more of that because I didn't give a shit. Like, I didn't care about these characters. I wanted to know more about the planet they came from. Wanted to know more about the technology. There's just so many things I wanted to know more about that would have fleshed out this movie and made it more compelling, and they just didn't.
I felt like with the flashbacks with Adam Driver's daughter, who I felt like it would have been better if that was all like kind of one sequence put together to get you more of, because I felt like they were just kind of teasing you over and over, and I was like, this is what are we, why? I don't know.
Well, they're aliens, right? They're not from Earth, but they look like human beings. They have extremely advanced technology.
You breathe air.
Breathe oxygen. Yeah. Why? How? Where did they come from? How far away? I want to know more to make me more vested in this film. To me, it's just a guy and this girl trying to spend an hour and a half walking across 15 kilometers to try and get into another space shuttle. And every now and then you see a dinosaur. And they can't talk to each other. Although when Adam Driver tells her to do something, she understands him perfectly and goes and does it. Explain that fucking one to me, too.
Yeah. And the one thing that really was odd to me, man, was, so they're like stuck in that little like corner or whatever, and they're trying to dig their way out. Can't figure it out.
Oh, the cave?
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, and then they figure it out. She gets out, but then it collapses, and he's stuck, and he just goes back out the way he came in. I'm like, well, why didn't you do that in the first place?
Well, because they went in there because of the T-Rex. Or maybe it wasn't a T-Rex. Whatever the one that had the two at the end that attacked him.
Yeah,
One of those was out there, and I guess enough time passed where it left. But that's why they didn't go out there in the first place. Yeah,
but I mean, I would have just gone out the way it came. It seemed like it was a waste of, like, I don't know. It just seemed like it was a waste.
I agree. There's a lot of things wrong with this movie. Like, okay, how about this about the sand, the quicksand? He's completely immersed in quicksand. How did she even know he was there?
She heard him once.
Once, okay. And then she knows to get a tree, and the tree's just long enough to get to him so he can pull himself out.
Of course, dude. Classic. Now, one thing I was disappointed with is, Adam Driver gives her the little explosive things, Koa or whatever.
Yeah.
And she uses them all at once in like a little teeny log. And I'm like, what? Why?
Well, and that I didn't understand either, because Adam Driver uses one of those at a time, and it had at least that big of an explosion, if not bigger. She has like 6 or 7 of them, and they blow up, and it's the same size as one by itself.
Yeah, that was disappointing.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mike. I don't hate this movie. I just don't think it was very good. I think it could have been better. I mean, it is a sci-fi movie. It is an interesting premise, being on the planet Earth 65 million years ago with a bunch of dinosaurs running all over the place, and you're clearly food. That's interesting, but it's very hollow. It's a very hollow film.
Yeah. It could have been cooler. There was stuff that they could have done. I don't know. I don't know why the characters didn't need to talk to each other. I feel like they could have just talked to each other. Would have been one less thing that was kind of weird. And I will admit that they both did a pretty good job acting, but you're right. Koa did understand everything Adam Driver said pretty quickly. Even the thing about the berries and stuff.
Right. Yeah. Dude, that part was pretty gross where the bug crawled in her mouth or whatever it was.
Oh, yeah, dude.
That was gnarly. Ugh.
Yeah, and like when they went to sleep there in that cave and they had the little things around them, what do those things do? Like, I saw that they warned them or whatever, but like, how? And like, what is their purpose?
Yeah, well, if there are proximity alarms, they would have gone off when the bugs were just around. But the bug was already in her mouth by the time, they started going off.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what they did. Like, and what do the colors mean? Obviously, I guess red's bad, but like, come on, something? Give me something.
There's just a lot of emptiness. And okay, going back to Koa and Mills, I think if Koa could at least talk with Mills, we would have had that bond of father and daughter a little bit more. Like he would have started like taking her under his wing. Like he already did that quite a bit. But if they could have talked to each other and connected on another level, he probably would have even taken her under his wing even more. Like because of his daughter, dying while he was on the trip to go on this journey or this expedition. So I don't think choosing her not to be able to speak did them any favors. I think it made it worse. I think if she could speak, you would have had that connection.
Okay. All right. I agree with that, Matt. That would make it a little easier to believe that there was some sort of connection. Like, I guess towards the end, she kind of when he comes and gets her, and like the dinosaur had dragged her or whatever away, and he gets the dinosaur.
Yeah.
I felt like there was a little bit more connection there. She's like, well, I guess he's not going to let me die or whatever. But
yeah, it's the end of the fucking movie by the time you start feeling that.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, not quite yet. But then they do the weird whistle thing. I'm like, what does that have anything to do with anything?
Yeah, they spent a lot of time doing it too. It was just a waste of time.
Yeah, I was like... I mean, I guess it relates back to his daughter because they show like a flashback of her doing it. But I'm like, but why did these like what? I don't know. Maybe it's something to do with the alien culture they have.
Well, but if they could at least talk to each other, you would have had that connection way before that. Oh, well. Missed opportunity, in my opinion.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, he could have still lied to her and said her parents were over at the other ship. I mean...
He did for a long time.
No. I mean, he could have still done that if he talked to her like normal instead of doing this little like weird like red sand drawing.
Yeah. That was kind of weird, and how quickly he knew where that was, and maybe that's the sand of their planet. I don't know.
I thought it was their food. I was wondering what they ate. It looked like they had little like gel things. I don't know.
Mike, I think you need to contact the writers/directors, Scott Beck and Brian Woods, and be like, what the F was the red shit?
Okay. All right. Is this the new blue milk?
Yeah. Go tweet at him. Be like,
okay.
When you open your theme park for 65, are we going to have to eat red dirt?
I don't know if it was dirt, but all right, yeah, cool. It looked more like glitter to me or something.
Well, are the alien strippers going to wear red glitter?
Oh, there you go, Matt. Pasties? No pasties?
No pasties.
Okay.
It was not a child's theme park.
Okay.
We're going Universal on this one.
Oh, okay. This is part of the new Epic theme park?
Yep.
Epic, 65 million years ago.
Yep. So, okay, Mike, how many reels do you give 65?
I'm going to give 65 2 out of 5 reels.
See, and you said it was okay. I give it 2 out of 5 reels because I think it was garbage.
Yeah, man. You know how I am.
You're a stickler.
Yeah.
I'm a little kinder. If I really hated it, it would be a 1. But it was still a sci-fi movie and it still had dinosaurs, even though it needed more dinosaurs.
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like a lot of that was the budget. I feel like, it's hard to have like a Jurassic Park budget.
Well, yeah, that's for sure. Okay, Mike, so for next week, we're going to watch a movie that won an Academy Award last night. We had someone ask us about it on YouTube. I suggested it to you. You said, okay, let's do it because you're going on your 7th vacation of the year, even though it's only March. The multi-billionaire, mysterious Mike Talent.
Yeah, man, you're supposed to do 3 weeks on, 1 week off, right?
Clearly.
Yeah, I think that's how everybody in the world works, right?
Not me.
12 weeks off a year?
I take like 1 or 2 days off a year.
I didn't think you took any days off. It's just sometimes no one calls you.
That's actually more accurate. Yes. But okay, Mike. So why don't you tell us about our movie for next week?
All right, Matt. We are going to be watching RRR.
And where can our fine listeners watch this film, Mike?
This film is on the Netflix.
The Netflix. It is a Indian film. It is not a Bollywood film. It is an Indian film, and it is a super action comedy, everything. It just looks absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, no, this one looks interesting for sure, and yeah, won an Oscar last night. Matt, do we want to? You want to tell me about your experience watching the Oscars? And there was no slap heard around the world last night, was there?
No, there was no violence. I wonder if their numbers went up this year because of what happened last year. Because dude, that shit was crazy last year. It just came out of nowhere. They didn't even cut it out or nothing. It just happened. But
yeah, oh yeah.
This is the first year where they've had a host back in many years, like at least 3 or 4, I think. I like Jimmy Kimmel for the most part. He's pretty funny. He had some jokes on a Nobel Peace Prize winner that didn't go over really well, and he's getting slaughtered on the internets today because of it. He poked fun at Malala a couple times, and it's like, come on, dude. In a room full of Hollywoodites, you pick the one person that's not a multi-gajillionaire, that's actually a good, decent human being, and you pick on her. Come on, go pick on fucking anyone else.
Yeah, that's a little weird. I wonder why.
And then they had this person dressed up as the cocaine bear, and he went and fucked with Malala too. It just was strange.
Oh, that is weird.
But Top Gun didn't win. I was upset about that, but I predicted it wasn't going to win. The film I predicted was going to win did. I think it was a good movie. Mike, are you happy that Everything Everywhere All at Once won all kinds of shit last night?
I am, dude. I am for several reasons. It was an awesome movie. It was so different, so fresh. And also, it came out in March. I feel like they always forget about movies that come out earlier in the year, even if there's some good ones, but they didn't forget about this one. So I thought it was awesome. So many people got, what did it get? 6 or 9?
7.
Academy? 7.
It was nominated for 11 and it won 7 of them.
Yeah. And it's awesome. I really like that movie, man. It was so good.
Do you know what else came out in March last year that won an Academy Award?
I do not. What else?
RRR.
Oh, nice.
Came out in March 2022. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know it came out. Okay. Awesome.
But
Matt, I did see your beloved Top Gun Maverick did win 1 Oscar.
Yeah, for sound.
Yeah. See? 1, dude.
Yeah, but it's not Best Picture. I really wanted that movie to win Best Picture just because it was fucking awesome. But I'm not disappointed that Everything Everywhere All at Once won because I really enjoyed that movie too. I bought that shit on Blu-ray as well. So that was a very good movie. Very good. I think it earned it.
Yeah. So it's great to see a movie that's not The Shape of Water winning. I'm still very bitter about that.
Yeah, dude, that's one of the most hated Best Pictures ever is that it won because no one thinks it should have. Okay, not everyone, but a lot of people do not like that won Best Picture. I don't think it should have won Best Picture that year either.
Yeah, I'm not sure what was going on, but hey, Everything Everywhere All at Once was so great. So I think they made it up.
I don't know. I don't think so. That's still, still a weird fucking movie.
Dude, it has to be weird to win. You can't have a straightforward movie win. Like a Top Gun Maverick. That's too straightforward, dude. It's not weird enough.
Well, but that last year, the movie from Apple TV won. I'm forgetting the name of it. I loved that movie. That was a straightforward movie.
Okay, yeah. I'm trying to think of the name. It's an acronym for.
You're gonna hurt yourself, Mike, and I'm gonna have to edit all this out.
Yeah. You. I am gonna hurt myself. You're gonna hear my brain melting.
It's gonna pop. You're gonna hear this pop, and then Mike will no longer be with us. We can't have that.
Dang, I can't remember what it is.
But anyways, it was a very good movie. It deserved to win, I think, as well last year. They've done pretty good in the past couple of years as far as selecting, I think. Brendan Fraser winning for The Whale was phenomenal. I don't know if you've watched The Whale yet, Mike, but I did. He earned that Academy Award 10 times over, if you ask me. He's leaps and bounds better than anyone else that was nominated in that category.
Awesome. No, that's great, dude. That's great. I got to watch The Whale. I want to.
It's on streaming now, but I don't think it's on any streaming services yet. It is a very difficult film to watch. It is very sad and very depressing, especially if you're a fat kid like me.
Oh, great. Okay. I'll make sure I take some Prozac before I watch that one.
It's still very good, though. I still really enjoyed it. It's a good movie, but it's of course I'm spacing on the guy's name. He did Requiem for a Dream, Pi, Darren Aronofsky. It's a Darren Aronofsky film.
Oh, okay.
So it's a little twisted. It's a little weird. It's a little out there. It's not as weird and twisted as his shit in the past, but it's still pretty fucked.
All right. I gotcha.
But overall, I'd say the Academy Awards were okay. They were fine. I still think they're way too long. But for the most part, I think it was fine. There was nothing really super upsetting. I just wish Top Gun would have won because it would have been cool. But other than that, no, man, it was fine. Nothing special. Nothing, horrible. I don't know.
Oh, good. That's good, Matt. One day I'll watch it again. I just haven't had a chance. I guess it's streaming, right?
Probably. The key is to DVR it and then sit down and start watching it about an hour after it starts, because then you can just fast forward through all the speeches and all the other dumb shit, because that's what I did.
Gotcha. All right, dude. I guess for our listeners, make sure to enter in for 80 for Brady, and tell us the cookies. What is it, Matt? The cookies that we can cook or bring?
Yeah, what cookies Ma Hinshaw should make for her Ma Hinshaw Loses Her Cookies podcast, or what she should buy.
Okay, gotcha. All right, and yeah, next week we'll be reviewing RRR, and it looks like a fun one. So make sure to catch us next week, and follow us on the socials: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and yeah, I think that's all I have, Matt. Do you have anything else?
Mike, I think you already closed up the podcast. Should just said thanks everybody for listening.
Okay. Well, there you go. You heard it from Matt this time. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you for listening to The Real Film Nerds. Now, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Real Film Nerds. Now, go out and catch a movie.
Well, here we are again, folks. For some weird reason, she just won't leave me alone. She just keeps coming back for more and more. And I guess this is her way of torturing me from all those years of childhood, of being such a wonderful, delightful joy in life compared to my two sisters. Here we are. Ma Hinshaw Loses Her Cookies, episode number 5. Real Film Nerds podcast, episode number 314. I guess it's not really the Real Film Nerds podcast at this point. It's me and Ma. So it's Ma Hinshaw Loses Her Cookies. We're talking about the same film you just heard, 65, starring Adam Driver. And what is her name? It is Ariana Greenblatt. Ma, Good day.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, everyone. So now you just told everyone we're recording at night because I wait until you have a few toddies and then we talk.
Oh, yum.
Mom, what is your favorite alcoholic beverage?
Well, I'd say right now margaritas because I get a lot of weird ones.
You like your margaritas frozen or on the rocks?
Green iguana on the rocks.
Green iguana margarita on the rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that goes along with our film this week of 65.
Yes.
Except for it's not iguanas, they're dinosaurs.
Yes, that's true. They're dinosaurs. Back in when I was a kid.
65 million years ago. Are you related to Koa?
No.
No? She's not your great-great-grandma?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. All right. So, Mom, what did you think of this atrocious film?
It was not atrocious. I liked it. It was interesting. I kept wondering, are they gonna get off the planet? Save them, please save them. And they went through a lot of stuff.
I think you slept through the whole dang thing.
I did not.
Because you must have been in a different movie than me because I found it very boring.
Well, it's just because you're very intelligent that it bored you. You
Wow.
needed more of a challenge.
See, here she is trying to stroke my ego. We all know the truth, Mom. You know, if I was more intelligent, I wouldn't be recording a podcast nobody listens
Oh,
to.
well. Oh, well. Okay. No, it was interesting. They crashed and, then they were trying to get to the other kind of, I don't know what to call it.
Escape
I guess
pod?
spaceship. Yeah, that. So that they could get away and get back to their planet. And they went through the perils of a bunch of different dinosaurs.
So why was it so good?
Well, because you sit there wondering, okay, when's that dinosaur going to try and eat them? Oh, they didn't. Oh, thank gosh, and then they'd hide from him and then they'd run some more. And then, well, he got caught in quicksand and she saved. How in the world do you go under the quicksand and then she pulls him out? Well, anyhow, that I had a little issue with. Koa was very good. She was cute. I liked her. And I'm sorry she couldn't get back and find her parents, but, that's okay. I thought it was a good movie, and young children in back of me liked it. Because, oh, look, there's whatever the pterodactyls that are flying, and then, oh, look, there's a great big, huge, it sort of, I don't know, it didn't look like a T-Rex to me, but whatever,
You do know her parents died, right? They were on the ship and they died.
I know, but she kept thinking her parents were in the other thing or something.
Well, that's because Adam Driver's told her that, even though she doesn't speak English.
Well, there. And that was one of my problems because he would say stuff to her in English. She didn't know what the heck he was saying, but she'd do whatever it was he said when he was talking in English, but she supposedly didn't understand him. That was a little confusing. I will downgrade them on that. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then what was your favorite part of the movie? Another question that we always have to ask because Lisa would ask it, was there any nudity?
No. Unless there was a nude dinosaur running around. I guess they're nude all the time.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure they're naked the entire time. They don't wear clothing that I know of. This is not the dinosaurs movie from TV show from back in the 80s or 90s.
No nude dinosaurs. No nude. Well, there was only one two people, and the little girl wasn't, and I don't think he was. I don't recall any. Mm-mm.
You
Nope.
don't remember seeing Adam Driver nude. Okay.
Okay, nope. Maybe I took a nap then. I don't know.
Well,
No, he couldn't have been because the ratings wouldn't have been as whatever PG as they are. Okay.
So you're admitting you did take a nap.
No, I didn't take a nap.
And it was
I'm
rated
joking.
PG-13, Ma.
Oh, well, okay.
Okay,
Why?
all right, fine. Enough of these shenanigans. How many cookies and what kind of cookies are you giving them this week? What kind of cookies are you eating? Did you make cookies this week or did you buy cookies this week?
Okay. This is, well, I feel very bad, but I didn't have time. I made pumpkin bread with walnuts instead of cookies.
Those are not cookies.
I know, but I have Girl Scout cookies.
It's not called Ma Hinshaw loses her pumpkin bread. It's called Ma Hinshaw loses her cookies.
I'm okay, but okay, I didn't make cookies, but I did have Girl Scout Lorna Dudes. There you go. Mm-hmm.
You had those last week.
Well, okay, they're my favorite. What can I tell you?
Oh, Lord. Fine.
I
Okay, Mom.
ran out
How
of
many?
Thin Mints.
Okay, Mom. How many pumpkin breads do you give 65?
I will give it 3.
3
Because
pumpkin breads.
Yes, it wasn't, notoriously great, but it was pretty. And I love dinosaurs. And they were cool. So, yes, 3. Mm-hmm.
I didn't think there were enough dinosaurs in it. I think there should have been more.
Yes, I agree with that one.
But
I think there should have been more.
if you've made it this far in the podcast, you've already heard my opinions on this film. And it is not as glowing and bright as Ma Hinshaw's.
Oh, well, I haven't heard it's yours, so I'm not going to listen. I don't want to be biased,
Well, of course, it's not out yet because you're on that podcast.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
I'm sorry, folks.
that
I
is
do the
my
best
opinion.
I'm sorry, folks. I do the best I can. She's crazy. She loves drugs. She drinks all the time. This is the best I can do.
I do not, or I wouldn't live to be as old as I am.
65 million and one?
Yes, right. That's it.
Okay, so are you excited for next week's film?
Yes, I'm really excited. What is it, and can I pronounce it?
Yes, it's RRR.
Oh, really?
Yes, we are going to watch.
That's the whole name?
We are going to watch RRR. It came out March of 2022, and last night it won an Academy Award.
For what?
Best
Alphabet?
song.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard that. That's familiar. Okay.
Did you sleep through the Academy Awards too?
No, I just didn't turn them on real early. I missed half of it.
What movie did you want to be Best Picture?
Well, actually, I'd probably Top Gun.
So, see, now you know where I get it from, folks. Now you know. I wanted Top Gun to win as well.
I mean, that was just so fantastic. And I think Top Gun did win for Best Sound or something, which was awesome. That was awesome. But
it's better than nothing, I guess.
Yeah, but they should have won more. That was very, very good. Just my opinion,
Okay, so what cookies are you going to make next week? Are you going to make banana bread next week?
No, I'm going to make oatmeal raisin cookies. I promise, because I've been asked for oatmeal raisin. Okay.
So, what do you think of your giveaway?
What?
You know what movie we're giving away? I already told you.
Yes, 80s for Brady. Right.
And you know what our listeners have to do, right?
No.
They have to write in and tell us which cookies you should make for Ma Hinshaw Loses Her Cookies.
Oh, no. Okay. Not something complicated, please. No.
Do you commit to making whatever comes in for our winners?
Oh, no. I don't know if I could. I'm
All
not
right.
that great a cook.
I think you could do it, Ma. I believe in you.
Okay, maybe I could. Oh,
All right.
dear.
Well, there you go. Thanks, everybody, for listening. We will chat with you next week. RRR, currently streaming on Netflix, so go check it out if you want to watch it with us. It is now an Academy Award-winning film, not just nominated. So, Ma, go ahead. Why don't you tell the listeners goodbye?
Thank you, everyone, for listening. Goodbye. See you next week.